Becomes easier to explain people that I'm a crime expert rather than a criminologist.
So, how can we bring more awareness about this profession?
Colleges, universities having different sorts of crime discipline
Hmm.
degrees and courses, which has started now.
Okay, most adventurous thing you have ever done.
I watch some sort of movie on my phone while I'm sitting in the traffic.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है एक सोच में। हर हफ्ते की तरह इस हफ्ते भी हम लेकर आए हैं एक ऐसे व्यक्ति को जिनकी एक सोच ने बदल दी है उनकी जिंदगी। With 14 years of experience, he has brought that positive change in the society. He is on a mission to understand, predict, and prevent that criminal behavior. He firmly believes in turning passion into profession. So let us all welcome Snehil Dal, who is a criminologist by profession, and let us all share some insights on his journey.
Make them up in my head again.
Since this show is all about Ek Soch, one idea that changed your life, I really want to understand why you have selected criminologist as a profession.
Well, I didn't want to become engineer or doctor, which used to be a common profession, and my family is full of it as well. I always wanted to do something different, but my different became too different. I got the opportunity to work at the United Nations in the initial age of my student life.
What, changed your life after that?
Technically, everything gets changed, right from people having a thought process of what is crime, why am I studying crime, is there really a degree called
Hmm.
crime. I couldn't even refer the word criminology because even that is slightly technical, so it becomes easier to explain people that I'm a crime expert rather than a criminologist. I started my company called Crimophobia in London. Then, due to family commitments, I had to shift back to Mumbai.
Mhm.
Now my company is gonna finish 14 years by end of this month.
Wow, that's amazing to hear that one soch behind having your own entity and starting with your own business. Also, there is very less awareness of your profession in India. So, how can we bring more awareness about this profession?
I took good amount of crime education session to get its organic awareness rather than any kind of other marketing
Hmm.
tools. And thankfully, about since past 4 5 years, there are colleges, universities having different sorts of crime discipline
Hmm.
degrees and courses, which has started now.
You need to check with the students, you need to ask them what is crime and
Not just the students,
Mhm.
adults, even the law
Everyone.
enforcement, cops.
Mhm.
Today, you ask your son and to go and speak to the nearest police station and speak to some officer, ask him कि casually जाओ एक बार पूछ के आओ कि सर आपको crime का definition पता है क्या? You get those answers.
We do. I really want to try this out. I really want to go and ask my child today. He's also 8 years old, by the way. I really want to ask him what is crime. I really want to understand whether he knows the meaning of crime
Because
or not.
when they respond,
Hmm.
that's when you get to know the kind of problems they are already facing.
And how do we identify a person is going towards crime?
Either everyone is a criminal or no one is a criminal, because you're not a criminal just because you've not been caught.
Hmm.
I'm sure you have called someone Mota, Chota, Kalu, something or the other. That's
Correct.
all body shaming or racism. If you
Hmm.
were doing the same thing in some other country, you would have been in prison by now.
Oh.
But because there's acceptability to these kind of situations, uh, the legal course of action has not been taken.
Though I'm a mother, I've seen few kids right from say 6 years or 7 years old. I mean, they are body language, their attraction towards something is increasing day by day. So how can we try bring more awareness to that parent or make him or her understand that he's going towards this path?
Well, for this particular situation, I created a book recently. I'm calling it as Curiosity Criminology.
Okay.
Apparently, even the copyright certificate I just received a few days ago. Uh, Always answer to every question of a kid. If you don't have an answer, don't get into that thought process that it is bad.
Mm.
uh, Give a proper reason, satisfy his curiosity, otherwise he will get into that profession. So until unless you don't
Okay.
satisfy the curiosity, there is no way out that you can control his criminal behavior.
But then I really want to understand, are the educational institutions are bringing more awareness towards this? Because I'm very sure in schools they're not teaching what is required
See, what
nowadays.
happens is awareness is subjective to what is your personal interest. uh, your personal interest becomes the ideology of your, probably your family ideology, or the ideology of that school or college or your vicinity, the ecosystem.
I want to spread this awareness, like, right from school level, right from a parenthood, like, how a parent can make a child understand or be more candid when it talks, when it comes about communication.
Well, we conduct sessions for parents and for kids both. If you want me to come and address any group of parents, I'll be more than happy. But one thing you have to always remember, there is no set thumb rule when it comes to anything to do with psychology, sociology, crime. All these activities are very subjective to that particular moment. uh, I'm sure you must have heard it, that a crime can happen within a second, and that heat of the moment at that particular second has created someone to be behind bars. So
Correct.
it has nothing to do with that you're supposed to behave in X type of manner or that kind of a manner. The problems which a parent is facing, they can feel free to get into a consultation. I've handled a lot of parents.
Okay.
I've received even cases of not just teenagers but even the adolescents, that they've been extremely aggressive.
You're so much into observation of criminal mindset. How do you balance out your emotional aspect?
How do I balance? Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm balancing because I'm not sitting in front of a criminal, or it's not a crime zone right now. So this is one way of me balancing it.
Okay.
There's always a combination of hardcore and something which is soft or not so criminal in nature.
So thank you for being so much candid today for this show. Also, I want to understand, if a person wants to take this as a career, this profession as a career, how can he or she go and do some research work and apply for this particular course?
Well, when it comes to choosing a profession, I have always believed that, rather, everyone has also taught me. Thankfully, I had good mentors during my developing age and student life and teenage. Make your passion as a profession. Now, this kind of techniques or methodology or my thought process of being a criminologist has always been with me as a passion.
A rapid fire round. Okay,
Sure.
so whatever questions I'll ask, you have to answer it in one word.
One word.
One word. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you ready for it?
Sure.
All right, then let's begin. Okay, what inspired you to pursue your career path?
Yeah, it's that I didn't want to wear black and white coats.
Most memorable professional achievement till date?
I had messaged to that dean as well that you're the first dean to accept and allowed me to have crime workshops in your college.
Lovely.
So that is one recent one that am quite proud of.
Wow, that's amazing. Who has been your biggest influence?
My biggest influence, literally everyone who's been around me has been my influence, because whether they were good or bad to me, I had something to take.
From them. Okay, most adventurous thing you have ever done?
I watch some sort of movie on my phone while I'm sitting in the traffic.
Though you
together.
say you're very foodie, which is the weirdest food combination you secretly enjoy?
My childhood friend hates me for that, and he tells this to almost everyone.
Mhm.
I had an aftermint chocolate with thepla and kerika
See?
achar on it, with some green chili sauce.
Okay, if you could switch life with any fictional character for a week, who would it be?
Um, I don't think I would prefer, but yeah, maybe Mr. India.
Ah, that's true. What's your guilty pleasure? TV shows or movie that you love to binge and watch?
Well, my guilty pleasure is basically I can't work without watching a movie or listening to music.
Okay.
I need music and movies constantly. Rather, my source of focus or concentration starts when I'm listening to music. So if you
Oh,
suddenly tell me to make a legal notice, I'll switch on to my music and then I can make the notice. Otherwise, I can't operate at all.
so thank you so much, Snehil.
Thanks a
We
lot.
had an amazing conversation today, and we had very insightful, I must say, very insightful. And this whole conversation had a lot of awareness towards this profession. And also, there are many things which I have taken today, being a mother. So, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much once again. And thank
Thanks a
you
lot.
for accepting our invitation and being there for the show.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for inviting me.
What would you like to speak about Ek Soch?
Ek Soch.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just mention my new code that I've created for the trust that I've created. It's called Ministry of Happiness, and our slogan is "Being happy can reduce crime." So maintain that soch that being happy can reduce crime, and that would be great not for just us or your show, but for all your viewers as well.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much.
Thank you.